Okay. No problems. We're live now, but we're just trying to get some stuff figured out here. Again, this happened. Sorry, you guys. Give me just one sec. Well, there's the link. The link is on there. I'm guessing it's working now. I'll give everybody a second to get in. Isn't that just awesome? Well, I had it set. I was ready. I did a test this week, and it was working just fine. And then, right when we go to do it, I swear. So, I guess we'll just let people file in. I'm going to start drawing. Anything I should do, Adrian? Any thoughts? Well, if you're joining to make a purchase on any of the pieces, all those pieces up there on the wall. We'll click over to that now. Welcome. Sorry, that's all screwy, but it just wouldn't be me if it didn't start off all screwy. So yeah, you can go. All of those pieces up on the wall are available right now. You can just go to the link to make your purchases. There are a few other ones that are on there that aren't showing up on the wall. So just click on that link. It'll take you right to the website to all the pieces that are available during this live stream. I'm going to set the timer. I was going to do 45 minutes, but since I started all screwy, we'll go an hour, and I'll try to finish up a whole drawing in that hour. And you can also do your shopping. These pieces that are up there on the wall, they are the pieces that I used to make, and it was like my main inventory. It's most of the stuff that I was selling, but I've stopped making those frames just to move on and start doing something else. So these are the ones that I have left over from all of the ones that I made. That's why I'm letting them go tonight for the price that I'm letting them go at. I'd still sell them right here in my gallery, but I need to make room for some newer pieces I'm working on. So it's kind of a win-win for us both. I can make a little room, and you guys can get some of these pieces for a cheaper price. So anyway, I'm going to just start drawing. And if you have any questions, or even if you're not here to buy a piece, you just want to watch me draw, that's just fine too. My wife is working the board, so she can answer any questions you have. And I was going to draw what is it called? An ostrich. But like just right before I started, I just changed my mind. So I like to just go into a sketch kind of just fresh without really thinking about it. But I am going to do something from the bird world. So anyway, hopefully you were able to make it over here from where I said the live stream was going to start, because I made links to it and everything. What can I tell you? I am going to leave the pieces, any pieces that are left over from this sale for the next hour. I will leave them up there with that price through the weekend to give you a chance to get to them. I had assumed that they were going to go pretty quickly had the live stream started where I said it was going to start. But who knows? Who knows how it's going to work? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're kind of through buying them anyway. I don't know. There's some pretty awesome pieces. Like I had thought that Rick and Morty was going to go fairly quickly. Who knows? We just started, so we'll see how it goes. And if you're sitting there watching and you're thinking, "What Rick and Morty?" It's not up there on the wall. It's one of the ones you click on the link and it'll take you to it. Yeah, those ones are 18 by 24. These ones that are up on the wall, they are 12 by 12. They are limited edition pieces. And the ones that Rick and Morty and the larger ones that you can see in the link, those ones are $100 rather than the 75 because they are a little bit larger. And I hear the clinking on my email, so that usually means that you guys are getting in there and getting some pieces. So I did open it up to be able to ship to the UK and Canada. So at the last live stream, some of the Art by Tai appreciators out of Canada weren't able to make purchases because I didn't have the shipping open to that. So I took care of that. So you can now have the pieces shipped to Canada. It's pricey to ship to Canada and the UK, but that's not by my doing. So what else? Anything? Does anyone have anything they want to ask me about? Otherwise, I'll just keep rambling on and doodling. I wonder what I can do here. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna just... I thought I wanted to try to just do like a bird thing, but now I'm gonna just get it a little weird. Hopefully you guys have been taking advantage of my March Madness events. Today I posted the bundle of prints that the winner will get tomorrow, but that's a whole other deal. I'm going to just talk about this drawing and what you're hopefully here for. I imagine that if you were waiting at the other link to go to the live stream, at this point you're probably wondering, why is this not streaming yet? And then you would click something and it will just take you to this. But I don't know how it works. It doesn't work, clearly. I have this coffee mug. Or no, it's not a coffee mug. It's just a mug that the sculptor Rex Benson out of Michigan. He makes these cool sculptures, and I have one that just sits right above my desk, and I love the eyes in him. So that's what I'm going to use to do this eye here. Yeah, what a bummer, huh? I advertised, spoke about it all week this week. Go to this link. Well, technology's awesome when it works, and it sucks when it doesn't. It's definitely an issue with the program that I got. But I don't even have a monitor. Last time I had a monitor that I could see if anyone was commenting or seeing anything.
Someone said they got the edge. Somebody else said good.
Oh, I thought that the edge was going to go too. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I was going to say, if you have anything you want to see me add into this piece, you can go ahead and leave a comment, and then Adrian will tell me what you said, and I'll try to squeeze it in here.
Somebody said they got the Mystic Sushi, wasn't sure what to select for shipping since they live in Hawaii.
Oh, well, yeah, I think the post office still does the regular shipping. I know usually it costs more, but I think through my account it'll send it just regular post office. I know some people do that, shipping to Alaska and Hawaii being different, but it's never been too bad for me. So hopefully you got it, though. You got it taken care of. Well, this guy's gonna be... I rarely just kind of draw like monster characters. I don't know. Some people call my work, some of my pieces, monsters, but I don't know. This is definitely not something I normally would draw. But I'm going for it. Can you see it on the screen? Because I started off with a lighter pen. I should go to the thicker pen probably. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I do this kind of what it's for. This live stream is to watch me do some drawing, and also to clear out some of those pieces. So throughout the whole thing, I'll just, in case people are just logging in and seeing, just follow that link that's up there on this post, and that link will take you right to the page that you can find all of the pieces that are on sale through this event. Next weekend, I'm going to actually, for the next one, for next Thursday, for the next live stream thing, I'm going to make some specific prints of some of my favorite pieces, and I'm going to make them limited edition, and they'll be the only time you'll ever get the version that I'm going to make of it.
Someone said what you're drawing looks like Gizmo with bird ears.
I have drawn Gizmo just once. I used to love that.
There on the wall.
Huh?
It's up there on the wall.
Oh, that's right. It is. Bright light. That's up there on that wall. Speaking of Gizmo, yeah, he's up there on the wall. It's Gizmo, and his name is Stripe. And for years, people were always called him Spike. But his name in the script and the producers, the Gremlin, yeah, the bad one, the one with the mohawk. So even way back then, everyone always called him Spike. I even always called him Spike. But the producers had his name. The character's name was Stripe. So that's just some of that useless information, some trivia that you can. I hope I didn't. It could be vice versa, but I'm pretty sure, because I used to always call him Spike, because he kind of has like a mohawk. Who knows? I was gonna avoid doing any tentacles on this one. You think I can do that? I actually don't. I think I was going to put horns right here, but I think I'm going to put some tentacles. Because it's fun. What the hell? No one asked me why. I was just answering in my head. I just answered my own self. In my head, I said, why? I kind of just don't like to have dead air. I know I'm not like a the Howard Stern show or a podcast. So it doesn't always have to be conversation, but if I had music playing, I'd be able to stomach it, but it is very weird to just be completely silent. Let's see, what can I put in here? You know, I'm going to put a little bird cage.
Tina says, where's the smiley face?
Oh, it'll get in there. Aren't you guys live right now? I swear I just saw that Rick was live.
Mariah says you have to.
Do tentacles?
I think maybe, I don't know.
Probably. Is that Mariah Dickinson? She, I recognize the name because she got one of those pieces from the last canvas. I just shipped out her piece today. I don't remember what you got, but I recognize the name because it was on the. I'm pretty sure, or maybe your name. The people who've been doing the commenting on my posts, I have somewhat of a photographic memory, so when I see a name, it sticks in my head. And every morning I write down all the names. I handwrite them out of people who commented on the post to win the free the giveaways.
Tina says she wishes they were.
I swear, when I logged in, maybe that was from last night's live. And whenever I log into one of their lives, Rick is so kind. He always says, Art by Tai over there is page. I want to reciprocate, but I can't. I don't remember what your guys' page is called. I know it's Be the Bird, but is it just at Be the Bird? That's pretty awesome. I'm drawing birds right now. So anyway, if anyone's listening, and I'm speaking to Tina, they do. I think it might just be at Be the Bird, but that seems like that would have been taken. Because that's not what it was before, was it? I swear it was something else. Well, it doesn't matter. Just type it in there, Tina, and then people, if you're here, go check out their artwork over there. They got a couple of books out. And there are good pals. Rick and Tina. We haven't seen them in a while because of this damn COVID madness. What else? There was something else I was going to mention. Maybe I should start using the darker pen now so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. I just thought I wanted to put a bird cage in here. Yeah, I'll go over to this bigger pen because these will take too long for me to use that smaller. Not bigger, it's just this pen kind of leaks ink. And so the lines are a little darker. And I can fill in areas a little more quicker. Because it is... Yeah, it's a little fatter than just my regular. I think I usually, this Art by Tai pen, I just use I think it's a medium ballpoint. I don't know. I don't really know. I just draw. I don't have any answers to things. Let's see, I guess he'd be standing on a little... Do they call it a perch, or is that what they do?
I think it's both. It's hard for you to ask me questions because they can't hear me anyway.
Yeah. But we want to hook up the other mic?
No.
Let's You can't really tell what this is, but this is his tail sticking out here. All right, let's close this dude in here. Right over his beak. That was like a Bob Ross move. Just draw something and then just draw right over the top of it. That used to drive me nuts. Like he'd have this whole beautiful thing and then he'd just paint a tree right in front of it. And it always looked great, but I'd be like, wow, man, you just spent all that time painting that and now you're going to put a tree in front of it? I don't know. It used to drive me crazy. All right, I'm sorry, bird. You're in a cage now. Well, I'm not hearing email dings. You know what that means. That means there's a handful of people still sitting over that other, waiting for that other live stream thinking, was it 6 p.m. Mountain Time? And what is Mountain Time? It doesn't matter. It's all for fun. And really, this month was, this whole March Madness thing was just to try to have some fun. Usually when we're doing usually it's like October for the Inktober event. That's usually when things are happening. Or like for Christmas. And a couple of years ago, my wife had come up with the idea that we should do some kind of March Madness thing at a different time than when there's like online events that we usually do. I'm not certain that sentence that I just put together there made any sense, but I'm trying to think about what I'm drawing here. Yeah, let's talk about those pieces on the wall. I don't have the thing in front of me, but what do we have up there? Yeah, we got the fox. That there's the blue one. That's the fox. That one's called the Very Metal Vivian Bastard Fox, and it's based off of the TV show The Young Ones. It's an old British comedy show that they played on MTV for a little while in the 80s. But my favorite character on that show is a guy named Vivian. And he had 4 stars on his head, and he had an orange mohawk. I was dressed up as him as Halloween when I was in like the 2nd or 3rd grade. Anyway, that piece is what that's about. That's why it's called Very Metal Vivian Bastard Fox. We also have up there, which one? Oh yeah, Audrey. The Audrey 2-piece from Little Shop of Horrors. That's the Audrey. That one's called Little Shop of Plants vs. Zombies. Because there's that, that game. Is that game still around? I don't even know. The Plants vs. Zombies. That was huge. Do people still play that? I don't think my kids ever played. Did they? I don't. Oh, they did. What else do we have up there? There's a Gremlin piece.
Both box sets of the young ones.
Who does?
Mariah.
Yeah, such a great show. Cornflakes. Yeah, it was. They only had the 2 box sets. I mean, I think that was all that you can get your hands on, or the 2 box sets, which I think I don't remember how many seasons it is, but. What else do we have up there that I can discuss? A little background on it. Not Boba. That one's the Stormtrooper. Is that one still up there? That one didn't get picked up?
Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's the Fallen Comrades. That that Stormtrooper piece is still up there. That's a surprise if that hasn't gone.
Someone's asking, what do the tentacles in your art symbolize? Attachment, attraction?
Ooh, they all have. Depends on the piece, but they represent different things for me in each piece. But one of the main things is I'm about growth and learning and more and gathering more information and trying to make myself knowledgeable about everything. Knowledge is power. So I've always kind of thought of tentacles as reaching out and either like grabbing on to more information or holding on to any information. That's why a lot of the times my tentacles will be either holding something or that's not always what they represent, but initially when I first started drawing them, that was, I mean, I don't ever really consciously think about that, but over time that's what I started realizing. For me, that's kind of what they mean. I hope that makes some sense.
Let's see, you have an alien, you have foxes.
Oh yeah, the atom piece. We had that. Still had that in the canvas one too, and no one picked it up. That used to be like.
Stormtrooper is already gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have imagined that one was gone. Yeah, there are a few up there that I thought. I wonder if the Rick and Morty piece went. The guy who bought the original of that one bought it right when I finished it, so it never, the original piece never made it. But yeah, so these ones, they're all limited edition canvas, and I tear the edges on them, and that's so the edges are purposely torn. You know what I was thinking about today? Is purposefully a word? Like purposefully? Purposefully? Do you know? Because I think that I often said purposefully. And it's bothering me now. Because it's purposely, right? With purpose? See, I haven't put out enough tentacles to gather enough knowledge. Yeah, that's bothered. That today I was typing out an email and I was mentioning that
Purposefully is a word.
Purposefully, but does it mean the same?
In a way that shows determination or resolve.
So does that the same as is purposely? Yeah, purposely is a word too, right? Purposely. I don't know. These are the things that are constantly on my mind while I'm drawing. Nothing to do with the drawing. I'm always more trying to figure something else out. Oh, you know what?
Says, who cares? Make up words.
I do that often. There's another piece up there. It's one of my favorite pieces up there on the wall. And I rarely sell it. But it's the Shackle Me Not piece. And that is up in the top side of there. And it's the guy ollieing over the gorilla. And the image of the guy ollieing over the gorilla, I used one of my favorite skateboarders of all time for the reference material, and the skater's name was Matt Hensley, who I believe.
Falling over a milk box?
No. That one's up there too, right? Yeah. No, I'm talking about the guy that's ollieing over the gorilla.
Oh yeah.
And it's not a gorilla; it's actually a chimpanzee. Sorry. But the skater's name was Matt Hensley. He rode for a company called H Street. And they had the skate video that came out called Shackle Me Not, and it was like one of the best skate videos. I watched it every day, like 12 times. And I even tried to mimic my my skating style after Matt Hensley. He kind of bent his hand back a little. Anyway, I think that Matt Hensley plays the saxophone for Flogging Molly's or the bass. No, I should know that. But yeah, with St. Patrick's yesterday, I thought that there's a link there.
Dave Tyler says Matt Hensley's awesome.
He is. Is that the Dave Tyler from 7th Mentions West? Or 7th West? Is that the Murray Dave Tyler? Because they had, I think if it is, he's still a skateboarder. And he skated. I skated with him back when I was in junior high, and
Artistic Bro.
and he kept on his board. I transferred over to snowboarding only, and then I just stopped everything.
This person says they saw Flogging Molly in Hawaii, and Dave said yes, 7th West.
Yep, 7th West Dave. Yep. And that Dave, that's he was good. He was a good skater. He's still skating, which is awesome. Because we're the same age. Actually, I think Dave might be a year older than me, but either way, point being, he's still on his board. And I get out. There's a church across the street from my gallery, and my son skates over there, and I still have my skateboards. I still love buying skateboards. I go over there and skate with him every once in a while. I can still ollie pretty high, but as far as trying anything else, forget about it. Especially now, I just rolled my ankle pretty gnarly yesterday on my run. Or was it the day before? My ankle's swollen, and it's all purple. And
So Dave says he just watched one of your junior high videos. Mark says he pushed his 6-year-old friend into the mosh pit, and Connie says he's the accordion player.
oh yeah, and he was so good. Matt Hensley, do you know him? Or Matt Hensley, you seen him? Yeah, he's on his way to the store. I still watch that. I'm not even joking. I still watch this movie, Shackle Me Not. And then they came out with the Shackle Me Not 2. Everyone was in that crew, like Danny Way. Yeah, it was so awesome. But anyway, that piece that's up there, that is, and he's ollieing over the chimpanzee, that is Matt Hensley. And you can see in the top of his head, he's got the H Street logo in his head. And you can see I have his arm way bent back, because that's how Matt Hensley skated. And he had his arm just like bent back, so it was like tweaked back so weird. It was awesome.
Mariah says she gets hurt just sleeping these days. And Christopher is saying if you have any progress on the Ghetto Blaster tentacle piece.
I haven't. I've been so.
I don't think they can hear me, by the way.
Oh yeah. I haven't gotten any progress done on the stereo head piece. I had just a bunch of stuff come up, and some of these cells I've been shipping and dealing with just a bunch of work, administrative stuff that's not as fun as creating. So I haven't had time to get any work done on that. I don't like to rush, like pieces like that I'm way into, that I really want to give them due diligence. Those are ones that'll end up taking me a little longer than normal, or not longer than normal, but I can't just quickly get to them. I need to give them good time. So yeah, I didn't get anything done on that, but that is a piece that I definitely want to. Oh man, where already half hour went by? Oh, let's see. I better get.
Says, I hear you.
I'm gonna get some quick shading done on this weird dude.
Oh, they can hear me, maybe. Maybe that's what it was.
What do you mean?
Because we're on a delay.
Oh,
They can't hear me.
I think they can hear you at least a little. There might even be. I don't know if that iPad is giving out audio. I wonder what happened with that stream. I tested it. I think it's because I went in and tried to edit it. Edit it.
Oh yes, they can hear me.
Well, I imagine that Flogging Molly's must have played somewhere last night, somewhere that was open. Or maybe they played like a live set or some. I mean, like an online set. That's like Braden's band. They played.
Okay, everybody's saying they can hear me.
Yeah. Everyone can hear you, always. No, yeah, she was wondering if you, or we didn't think you'd be able to because I have a lavalier mic on, so. But this mic's really good, so it can probably pick you up. Okay, now I'm going to do some rush shading on this, so I have a finished piece. While I'm doing that, let's talk about some of those other pieces that are up there. Hopefully, I sold that Matt Hensley piece to you because I want someone to have it. Someone did buy the original of it, and I'm trying to remember who it was. I wonder if it was the guy in Michigan who was running that company with Tony Hawk. Well, it doesn't matter. That other piece, I'm pretty sure that's up there, right? That other skateboarding piece where he's ollieing over the milk carton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's on there, and Tony Hawk owns a version of that piece, like because of this guy in Michigan who collects my work. He has a company with Tony Hawk, and he mentioned that Tony wanted one of those, so I sent him one of those, and Tony Hawk posted it on his Twitter and his Instagram or something. But that was pretty cool. Yeah, that one's from the classic The Search for Animal Chin movie. I used to watch that one quite often. It was a little corny, and there weren't like great skate scenes, but at the end of the movie they skate on this unbelievable ramp. I used to just dream of having. And then as I got older and started making my own money, I built a half pipe and skated that for a little bit. But then maybe we could put a half pipe over here on the back side of the gallery. What do you think, Adrian? Oh no, I know what happened. I put on a bunch of drinking weight. Yeah, and then I wasn't able to skate anymore. All right, what other pieces are up there on the wall?
Dave said your ramp was amazing.
Oh, thanks. It was a cool little ramp. Had a perfect amount of flat. And yeah, Dave, anytime you're ready to take a road trip, you got to come out here to Hannibal, Missouri, see the gallery. I got an Airbnb here you can stay in. But my good friend over here, he owns the bicycle shop over here, and he's got the whole upstairs part of his warehouse. He's got a bunch of ramps up there. He's a BMXer, so the ramps, the flats aren't quite skate flats, but they are rideable. It's got a spine, and it's a huge ramp. And he's a good dude. He owns a bicycle shop here in Hannibal called Peddlers.
Dave says do it on the ramp here.
Huh?
Dave says to build a ramp here.
I really would if I still. Well, I guess my son might like it. I don't know.
No, he doesn't like anything he suggests. They have to discover things.
I know.
On, I think.
They do. What are some of those other pieces I can discuss? There's the. It's not up on the wall, so I won't discuss that. But the.
That's okay. You can't see them all really clearly.
Okay. Well, there's the bigger. There's the motorcycle piece. The guiding light. That is a drawing of my grandfather's motorcycle that he built. It's an old Indian motorcycle, 1941. And then I just gave it the animal treatment, so it's a Indian motorcycle hybrid, has a bison as well. that piece is up there. I'd like to see that one end up in someone's home. I'm glad to hear that the sushi piece went out. We've got a sushi place just opened up here in Hannibal. A mobile sushi restaurant. It's actually pretty awesome. Because we got to eat some last weekend. And it was good. It was decent. I mean, for Hannibal, holy cow. It was like a 5-star.
5-star California roll.
5-star California roll. Well, they don't have the kind of sushi that I normally eat, but at least they had some sushi. Or rolls, anyway.
Chris Jackson says hi.
Hello, Chris. I miss them quite a bit.
I know.
Chris is a good pal from Chicago. He owns the gallery, Jackson Young Gallery, that carries my work. So whenever you're in Chicago, or if you want to just support gallery in general, you can also get my work from them on their website. That's just as awesome. We're gonna hopefully be out that way in June, Chris. I hope.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's when the Old Town Art Fair show is. So they haven't canceled it yet. I wonder how things are going in Chicago right now. Back at our other home in Utah, they're opening up vaccinations for everyone. When, Adrian?
I don't know. April 1st. Chris
April
says
1st.
They have good sushi there from Chicago.
Oh, yes, they do.
Only if they're buying.
No, they already... Chris paid for my 40th... Was that my 40th birthday? Yeah, on my 40th birthday. We went out to sushi with them, and they paid for... And I was ordering up like crazy because it was my birthday, and I was not expecting them to pay for it. Or I would never do that to anybody.
The joke was on him.
I know, because I was ordering like crazy because I was like, this is my birthday, and sushi's my favorite. I mean, that's...
He said Old Town is happening.
Oh, that's good. Well, that means that things are kind of looking better in Chicago. I just imagine it's really difficult.
I think I just read today, was it Illinois or Missouri? It's opening April 9th for...
I know, but you know how different that is, like Chicago, Illinois, and Chicago. I mean, I know they're... You know what I mean, though. Like the Illinois over here, across the river from us?
No, opening up vaccines. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And Chris says sushi with Cyprus. I think that's what he's saying, right?
Yeah, we had that sushi that was, it was inside of a little Cyprus bowl. It was smoked in Cyprus. Oh my God, that was so good. Dang it, we shouldn't have been talking about sushi. We should, because my brain will stop. Look, you can already hear it's already given up on me. All I can think about is sushi.
Chris says he's all vaxxed up.
Awesome. Adrian and I as well. Good. That means we can come out to Chicago and go get some sushi.
So Mark's asking about a commission piece of a original Skeksis.
Is this Mark Watson?
I'm sorry, it might not be Mark, but those letters are all in his name.
Oh.
Um,
What are you doing? Anagrams?
maybe I am. But anyway, you're missing the point. I don't know who this is. The person from Hawaii.
Asked if I do commission work. Well, I don't usually, because what I've got to charge for a commission piece is usually more money than people can afford at the time or are wanting to spend. But if you're you can DM me, and if you're interested in spending some coin, I can do custom pieces. And it's not like me trying to be like to gouge you out for money. It's just the amount of time that I have to put into a commission piece of a piece that you're gonna have. It's just just kind of the way it's got to be. So anyway, I don't normally do them, but I have and I do. It just costs you some money. You can DM me if any of that, if you're still interested after hearing that.
And then someone named Chris said he picked up 3 pieces and thanks for the deal.
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked bod. Well, good, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I really like these frames and the framing for those, but yeah, we're doing scrolls now. Just to kind of try something new. That's usually what I do every 3 or 4 years, maybe sometimes every other year. I just totally change things up. Sometimes that's to make things a little easier on me, or styles of framing is kind of changed, or someone starts making stuff that looks like mine, and that drives me nuts, and so I have to start over. I mean, not the pen work. This is, no one's going to make stuff like this, but and I only say that just because this has been my own style my whole life. But as far as like framing or, well, I don't know. Let me change the subject. What else is up there on the wall?
I don't know what you're saying, so I don't know. Thundercat.
Oh yeah, MF Doom passed away, in 2021. That piece that
Oh, was it 21?
It was 2020. It was in October of 2020. But then we never even heard about it until like January, New Year's Day or something. But that piece with him, sometimes people are like, is that MF Doom or is that Gladiator? But it's the piece up there in the top right corner, hanging up there on the wall. And there's a boxer in the picture, the dog boxer. And it's a mashup. It's got Doom's head and Panthro from Thundercat's body. So yeah, if you're a Doom fan, there's one for you. If you're a Thundercats fan, there's one for you. And if you have a boxer, there's one for you. So sometimes I like to point those things out in there because sometimes you don't really notice. Sometimes you're like, oh, I like that, but I don't know why. And then you're like, oh yeah, because I love boxers, or I love Doom, or blah blah blah. What else is up there? Is there a...
We have the War Waltz, and Mariah had said she guesses she'll be getting sushi tomorrow. So
Yeah. Let's make sure it's good sushi.
So you have the War Waltz, you have the Trophy Hunter.
Oh, there's no way that Trophy Hunter piece is still there. But yeah, unless people just didn't notice. But yeah, there's the what's his name? Marvin the Martian piece with Predator's head. I imagine that someone picked that one up. There's the War Waltz piece. Yeah, that's the... some people think it's a crow, and that's fine. I don't want to ruin that for you, but when I was drawing it is a seagull and a cardinal, and they're either dancing or they're fighting. And that piece is, I did that one based off of, we live here in Hannibal, Missouri, and in Salt Lake City, Utah. So that's like my two places. So the seagull is Utah's state bird. And I know the cardinal is not Missouri state bird, but for the St. Louis Cardinals, that's why I put in a cardinal. So that's sort of a representation of these two places that I live. Either they're fighting each other, trying to decide which one do I just...
Mark is over here saying, sorry to interrupt.
You're okay.
The clock is giving him anxiety.
Hey, I say, yeah. Can you guys hear the clock? Me too. You know what's giving me more anxiety? I can see that I have quite a bit to go, and I only have 12 minutes. I know I'd rather be listening to music.
But why aren't you?
Well, I guess, yeah, I mean, I'm not listening to music because Facebook will boot us off the live stream. because of copyrights. And I would play my own music or my daughter's music. She released an album on Spotify and everywhere else. But because it's got released on Spotify, it has a code. I mean, it has a, I don't know how they hear it, but it'll boot me off claiming the copyrights on that music and my own music. My music's on Spotify as well, and I've tried it before where I was streaming just playing my band's music. I'm not in a band anymore. This is my old band called Buckettooth. But it booted me off because they don't know that I own the copyrights to that. So yeah.
Spotify does have a uncopyrighted.
They claim that, and I've tried it. Yeah, they have this lo-fi. I used to listen to this lo-fi station that claims it was royalty-free lo-fi, and I got booted off of Facebook when I was streaming with it.
I just am not down with Facebook very much.
Well, let's not dog who's broadcasting us right now. But yeah, if you're interested in hearing some new kind of music, my daughter's 15 years old. She just released an album on Spotify. I did say that. It's called 13. You can check her out. Okay. What other pieces are up there on the wall?
Elevated, meditate one.
Ooh, yeah. Elevated's a cool piece.
Ghostface one.
Oh, yeah. I hope. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if you're a Wu-Tang fan, you got Ghostface up there. Ghostface Killer with the Scream Ghostface. Little mashup there. I'm surprised that one's still up there.
It's Jason, the one with the hug.
Oh yeah, Jason. That one's called Bird Watcher. And because if you see, well, you can't really see it, but if you go to the website, you can get a close-up look of it. But he's wearing a button on his chest that says "I love birds," and he's got a bird on his shoulder. He's got some binoculars hanging around his neck because he's a bird watcher. Because it seems like Jason would be a bird watcher to me.
Yeah, because he's sitting around waiting to murder people.
Yeah, he's waiting in the forest, waiting to kill the next.
Cute girl.
From the next summer camp. Yeah, the group of girls from camp. And while he's waiting, what else would you do but bird watch?
You have the Alien Adam one.
Yeah, that one, like I was saying, that one used to be like one of the most popular ones and just kind of dropped off. That's always weird when that happens. Like, well, one of my pieces will be really popular for like a year or two, just like that ship piece. That's up there on the wall. That piece with the ship and the Kraken taking it down and then the airplane up above. For a couple of years, that was like the number one piece. Remember? Like everyone just loved that thing. It was like Prince, everything was just, that was always the piece. And then like just 1 year, it just never sold anymore.
Well, not never, but.
Well, I know, but just not as much as it was. And I just wonder what that is. I've always wondered. Yeah. But it's not like anything specific was.
Everybody was getting ship tattoos.
People still get the ship tattoos.
Oh, well, it's gone, says Jonathan.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, I don't know which one he's talking to because we're a few minutes delayed.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the ship.
Or there was another one that the Atom one.
The Radiohead, the older Radiohead.
Yeah, but I took the Radiohead one and then I multiplied her and gave it some new color. That's the old one. Yeah, that's not the one that I'm working on currently, the new drawing of it. Based on that drawing, though. The Power of Music, that piece is called. Well, good. I'm happy to hear that you guys are picking up some of those pieces. I mean, yeah, I would rather them end up in people's homes than in my storage, because that's where they would have to go for me to start to put out some of my newer work on the walls. I'd have to put them away in storage and then break them out later, and I'd rather them be up on your wall. But this is also how I make my living as an artist, so I can't just give things away. If I ever reached a point where financially I can do that, believe me, I would do it. because if you've been following me and you're following along with the March Madness thing, you know that I really do appreciate people that appreciate my work. So thank you again. That's why I'm doing these events. He kind of looks like a Viking or something, doesn't he? I was just, maybe it's this mustache. I don't normally draw characters like this. Oh, can you not tell? Yeah, these are like...
He was a fuzzy guy, like a fuzzy monster thing.
No, these are like big old... This is like a big old burner stash, or what do you call it?
Let's see. Sorry. Mark says only the red hot chili peppers can give it away.
Which...
Give it away?
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to sing it, but,
I do. Why don't you sing it? Want me to sing it?
Tyler said he just bought one of his skate pieces.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Dave. Dave used to volunteer when we used to host this event in Salt Lake City called Submerged in Art. It was a really cool show, and all the funds we'd raise were for the Road Home Homeless Shelter. It was a really cool show that we put on in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was a lot of work, though, and I couldn't maintain my actual work and putting together the show, so we went on hiatus. Oh, yeah, and then my dad had died right during one year when we were doing the show, and so that kind of took the steam out of me. But I keep telling people ask about it all the time, when it's coming back. And I always say, it'll come back one day, but I don't know if it really will. But anyway, I digress. That I was saying, yeah, Dave used to volunteer with us for that show. So thanks, Dave. There are videos, old skateboard videos. I have 2 old skateboarding videos up on my YouTube page from back when I was in junior high school. And Dave's in there a couple of times too.
I remember Dave, actually, and I don't remember very many people.
I think didn't you? If he's still there, Dave, if you're still there, I'm pretty sure I saw a post that you just built a bunch of ramps somewhere. I thought I saw that on your Facebook page or something. You can't tell this is a mustache? Uh-oh. You guys, I got 5 minutes to finish this piece up.
I think I remember Dave. That might be,
I think you do. I think you remember him.
Would he have been wearing skinny jeans before skinny jeans?
Yeah, Dave was wearing skinny jeans. Dave's a skinny guy, too. He's tall. And, tall and white.
Sounds like a Utah. Nolly says. Yeah, when we're home, like, everybody is blonde in Utah. Everybody has blonde hair.
Kind of does seem that way,
and
huh?
then she's like, out here.
Everybody's brown hair, huh?
Yeah. There's not as many blondes. Dave says that they have a couple different routes. Mark says skinny jeans give him yeast infection.
I can't. My thighs. I have my thighs. All my life, I've just had really thick thighs. Well, isn't Mark the one that's out in Hawaii?
Yeah.
So yeah, you would know. I mean, I'm Samoan, so yeah, the Pacific Islanders tend to have thicker legs.
Oh, he says he stays away from skinny jeans.
I can't fit in skinny jeans.
Not you.
I know you're saying. That was just funny that he said that. Because yeah, I've never been able to wear them.
He wasn't in a band, was he?
Who?
He wasn't also the DJ on KRCL for like
No.
something for like a late night rock.
Dave?
show? Yeah.
No.
I might be confusing him with somebody else or merging them together.
I think you might be merging them because that guy, the guy that did the metal show on Carousel, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't even remember his name. man, I'm gonna go over the hour just by a little bit since it's screwed up, because I want to finish this now. And I just want to add some white highlights, and I'm gonna give this guy, I want to color his mustache so that you can tell it's a mustache. Oh, school's out.
That's a horrible sound. I really feel bad for people that have to wake up to
Alarms?
regular alarms still.
Do people do that? Those regular alarms?
I mean, some people probably haven't figured out how to change the ringtone or the alarm tone on their phones.
Oh, yuck. Yeah, but what about, you know what's even worse than that sound is that like the digital alarm clocks. I always hated that sound. Just as much as I hate that like Amber Alert sound. Or this,
Yeah,
or
I
the,
know that one off the other day.
yeah, Nolly and I were in here and that went off. And that sound, and then like the sound of tornado warning.
That one is the worst. Tina, if you're still there,
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask how they're doing.
made it through the tornado was down there yesterday, but ooh, yeah. I feel like you just got dumped snow on and now you're dealing with tornadoes.
This bird didn't get very good treatment. I didn't really give him.
Let's see. I had missed a comment. Mark had said that it's a yeti. Yeah, it was, to me it looks like that kind of like a creature.
Really? Okay, well, let me color in his face real quick. Here's his mustache, and maybe his eyes, and then some white highlights, and then we'll wrap it up. But while I'm doing that, if whatever pieces are still remaining after this live stream, I'll leave them up here on that link. You can use the link to go and get them. So like later on tonight, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, you know what, I should have got this one or that one, I'll leave them up over the weekend. And then after that, they're going to go back to their regular price, and then they'll end up in storage unless someone picks it up at the regular price on my website. Any other information while I'm kind of scribbling in these last little.
Are you doing one more of these? I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know what you're doing.
next Thursday I'm going to be doing another little flash sale like this of limited edition. I'm going to print out some special pieces, I think, of some of my favorite pieces. It's going to be very small. But I haven't completely figured out exactly what I'm doing with that. But it's going to be something kind of like that. Any other questions that I should try to... There's a drink and draw next weekend. If you follow my page regularly, you'll see that the last drink and draw, I stumbled a little bit with my leprechaun drawing, but I managed to pull it through. But that won't be the case on next weekend. So you can still get tickets to that, the Art by Tai site.
And it's the griffin?
And we're drawing a griffin, which should be interesting.
Real quick, Tina says it looks like it belongs on the bayou. This guy.
Yeah, he kind of does look like he...
At Jeff. And then Mark says, before you go, check out Powwow, Hawaii. Would love to see a mural by you out there.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I have 2 murals I gotta do here in Hannibal first, because it's been a long time since I've done a mural, so I gotta get that back under my. But I have 2 here in Hannibal I'm definitely going to be doing this summer. And yeah, I would love to get out on. That's kind of the next plan for me, is to start doing some more murals and traveling with them. Since I have a gallery now that people can come, got a brick and mortar now where people can come by my work, and also there's a Airbnb so you can stay here while you're here in town. So yeah, I will check that out. Thank you, Mark. That sounded like I said your name kind of like, thank you, Mark. But that's not what I was doing. Adrian, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you just slide that garbage can over here? It's my microphone. I don't want it to fall off of this. I'm going to do my white highlights and then we'll call it a night. Thanks everybody so far for coming in and grabbing some pieces and even just hanging out and watching. Tina, what?
Oh, that's what I was going to say. This is going to kick you off, but you started a new stream.
It did?
No, but
Oh.
remember, you started a new one, so hopefully it doesn't, but it could.
Kick me off in an hour or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. How long is it we at right now?
10 minutes over.
Okay. Well, let's see how fast this is going to go. And then we'll call it a night. And tomorrow morning, I will be drawing a name for the winner of the bundle. So yeah, if you haven't gone and commented on the Art by Tai, either at my Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, I posted a bundle of prints that I'm giving away. I will draw the name, and all you got to do is go comment on the post, and your name will automatically be entered into the drawing. And I'll draw names tomorrow morning. And it's 3 prints. It's a 16 by 20, 11 by 14, and 8 by 10 of 3 of my older pieces that have been discontinued. Oh, this is gonna get the super quick highlight treatment here. This is like one of my favorite parts now. Just dropping in these highlights, it makes a real big difference, and they can go on fairly quickly. If I was doing a piece like that I was gonna sell in the gallery or put up on walls at an art show, I would definitely have way more detail than this. Oh, that happens way too often. Or that'll just keep breaking off. Change pencils here.
I see Viking kind of dilly
Huh?
thing now.
You see the Viking thing I'm thinking?
Yeah. Now that you
Colored,
his
yeah,
beard and whatever,
his mustache, the handlebars.
his eye gag hair.
Did anyone, we got, this will probably take me about 3 more minutes, so put in your final words if you have anything you want to mention.
No thoughts on.
If you have any questions, thank you. Don't forget that link. You can just click on that link to pick up whatever's left. I hope they're all gone, but I imagine they're not. But there were only a few. But that's it. That's the end of these pieces. So, of the ones with the box frames like that.
Mark says, "Loving the third eye Sasquatch Yeti." Hallelujah.
Thanks. Yeah, this is not really like something I would draw. Like I don't normally draw. I guess when I'm doodling, yeah. Yeah, when I'm doodling, I do end up kind of going in this direction. But I mean, the face, like, seems like it's not normally something that I do. I don't know. There's no normal. After this, I'm gonna go watch the.
Tina says, "Thank you for being an awesome artist."
Oh, Tina. Thank you.
Awesome. In parentheses.
Quotations or parentheses?
Oh, quotations.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
Air quote? Are you air quoting awesome on me? Or did Adrian add that? yeah, I'm gonna go watch the replay of the Jazz. So I doubt anyone's watching the Jazz, but please don't say anything because I'm recording it and I'm gonna go watch it. Some things coming up. Yes, I will finish the Radiohead drawing. I'm also working on a Miami Vice piece for a client. I'll post pictures of that when that's done and if the client decides they're happy with it. I won't post any pictures of it prior to that. All right. Is there any other final things, Adrian?
I don't think so. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And thank you for your continued support and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the session. I'm going to rewatch how I got to figure out what Bob Ross's sign off is, because that's where I always struggle. I'm like, how do I sign off?
Oh, I can send it.
Yeah, I know, but Howard always has a problem doing that too. He always goes, You've come, you've said everything," or what does he say, Adrian?
Said it all.
You've said it all. And then he goes on for another 20 minutes. So there you go. I've said it all. Have a good rest of your weekend. Cheers, everybody.
But I actually don't have it.
Oh, you didn't push end? That was a perfect sign off. That was perfect.
End it over here.
Yeah, you have to end it. Let's try that again. This is going to be my sign off from here on out. I've said it all. How did I do it again?
I don't know.
Okay. I've said it all. Thank you for joining me. Cheers, folks.